From new Caribbean visitor requirements to exciting new resort openings and so much more, I've got all the latest in resort and travel news coming right now on your Resort Report. Hi everyone, it's Vanessa and welcome back to Passport Pages, and I'm back with your resort report for the month of October 2023, and I have lots of big news to share, so let's get started. If you're heading to Jamaica, you'll need to add an extra step before your arrival, as the country just added a new digital entry form that all travelers must fill out. This online passenger declaration form is intended to help the entry process for all arrivals at the country's airports, where customs are notoriously slow. The form can be filled out either before your departure, on your flight, or upon arrival, although officials advise that doing so before you depart is the best option. Quote, "Arriving in Jamaica just got easier," said Jamaica's Director of Tourism, Donovan White. The move is part of a broader push to digitize the entry process at airports all across the Caribbean. And in more Jamaica news, Southwest Airlines is relaunching another route to Montego Bay, Jamaica next spring by resuming its seasonal service between St. Louis Lambert International Airport and Montego Bay's Sangster International Airport. The relaunched service will be operating on Saturdays and Sundays, and you can expect those flights to begin on March 9th, 2024, as part of a broader springtime expansion for the airline. Now to some all-inclusive resort news, our favorite. As I've shown in all of my resort reports, Hilton is on a major all-inclusive expansion, especially throughout Mexico. And now the brand is adding another new all-inclusive in the heart of Cancun, the new Hilton Cancun Mar Caribe. The new Cancun resort will sit on 600 feet of beachfront, about 10 miles from Cancun Airport, and is scheduled to debut in a month. So exciting, at the end of November. The property will offer 5 restaurants, 5 bars, including a rooftop bar, and multiple pools along with a kids club and dedicated kids pool. Additional amenities will include a spa, as well as a fitness center, and a resort within a resort, we love those, called Enclave, which I can only assume will be the adults-only section. So an opening that's just around the corner, and fingers crossed that it lives up to its promise. And in more Hilton news, they've added another new hotel in the Caribbean this time, the new Hilton Garden Inn in the town of La Romana, which is being branded as a budget stay option. The 130-room hotel is located about 9 miles from the La Romana airport and overlooks Catalina Island and the Caribbean, offering a new and more affordable option in the popular town best known as the home of the Casa de Campo Resort and Villas, which I've talked about many times. And while it's not on the beach, it's on the water's edge, and the property does offer guest shuttle service to nearby Catalina Island, which has great snorkeling, white sand beaches, and sports of all kinds. Dining options at the property include the Garden Grill, which serves daily breakfast, as well as local and international cuisine for lunch and dinner, as well as the Garden Bar, which offers light snacks. The hotel even has an outdoor bar that looks out onto Catalina Island, along with a 24-hour grab-and-go spot called The Shop. And maybe best of all, the resort is part of the Hilton Honors Program, meaning it is available for booking on points or using the brand's slider that gives the option to mix points and cash. And with rates starting around $125 a night, it looks like this has a lot of potential as a great budget option in the DR. And staying in the DR, I'm so excited to announce that Club Med has unveiled its top-to-bottom renovation at one of its flagship Caribbean resorts, the Club Med Punta Cana. The popular Dominican Republic all-inclusive has completed renovations and even expansions at the property through renovations of 90 of its family rooms, as well as the addition of 48 new family superior rooms and another 36 family deluxe rooms. These new options are ideal for groups and families, as each one offers 2 bedrooms, so a lot more room than you had before. Renovations also included a new destination wedding venue, which can accommodate up to 250 guests and offers a nearly 4,000 square foot outdoor terrace. The resort's transformation also updated its signature eatery, Hispaniola, with a new look described as a, quote, Caribbean beach bistro. And even the Club Med Spa by L'Occitane has debuted a newly renovated beauty salon. So a big complaint from many guests about the Club Med properties in general is how outdated many of them appear. So this is a very promising sign, and hopefully there will be more resort renos in the future. And speaking of renovations, one of the most luxurious resorts in Riviera Maya, Mexico, has made its long-awaited return after a huge renovation. Maroma, a Belmont hotel, LVMH's only hotel in Mexico, is welcoming guests back after adding everything from a Guerlain-branded spa to 2 new restaurants called Woodend by Michelin-starred chef Curtis Stone and Casa Mayor. A lot of the property's updates focused on sustainability and now include 80% of furnishings handcrafted in Mexico and even a broad range of Mexican art. Quote, the reborn Maroma channels effortlessly chic hacienda-style living, Belmont says. The transformation also included a complete redesign of all 3 of the resort's pools, including the installation of tiles made by hand from volcanic stone. The transformation even saw the addition of 10 new 1- and 2-bedroom beachfront suites, including some with their own private pools. So this was already a very beautiful property, but this new renovation definitely elevates it to one of the most high-end properties in the Riviera Maya area, making it the perfect destination for a luxurious escape. And speaking of the area, Cancun is making a major change for visitors. Effective immediately, all visitors will now be charged an $18.80 per person tax, which will be required for all non-resident visitors who arrive at Cancun International Airport. The new tax aims to fund infrastructure improvements in the Mexican state of Quintana Roo. Interestingly, a Canadian company called Travelcore is facilitating the collection of the tax, which means all visitors can now pay the tax directly on the Travelcore platform, as visitors cannot make a cash payment on arrival. Travelcore CEO Tim Scurry said, quote, we've built a user-friendly system, and with basically one click, the traveler is provided a QR code, which is presented upon customs entry at the Cancun airport. Upon departure, the QR code is canceled. So a very interesting development. I will not speculate on what brought this change about, but I'd certainly love to hear from you guys on your thoughts about this change and needing to do this moving forward. And let's just keep on this topic. I promise you guys to keep updating you in these reports on the safety and travel status and updates in the Cancun area. And recently it was reported that Cancun International Airport's passenger traffic has already topped the 17 million mark this year, according to the latest data, which is a 13.8% increase over the first half of the year. Those numbers included 5 million in passenger traffic domestically, along with 12 million in international traffic. Domestic traffic was up 20.7%, while international traffic was up 10.6% in the first half. Cancun has been one of the hottest destinations anywhere since it first reopened for tourism in 2020, despite all the safety incidents and warnings. And we've seen a fastly growing resort pipeline, with particularly strong development growth in the Riviera Maya and Costa Mujeres areas, which I've talked about in all my resort reports, including this one. So, if these numbers are to be believed, it seems that travelers haven't been deterred by the safety warnings. And I've seen a mixed response on this topic from you guys, and would love to hear your feedback if you've changed your mind one way or the other about visiting Cancun in 2024 and beyond. So there you have your resort report for October 2023. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the current state of travel and if you have any travel plans for the coming months. This is Vanessa with your resort report. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon.